Hello StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between MarineLorD and viOLet on Ruins of Seras. In the top right side of the map we have the red Terran player, it is MarineLorD. And in the bottom right side of the map we have the blue Zerg player, it is viOLet. So viOLet versus MarineLorD here from Katowice 2016. For some reason on this map, we've seen Zerg players go Nidus into the Terran base from these positions at least 4 or 5 times now. I don't know what it is about this map that makes them want to do that based on these positions, but man alive, we've seen it so many times. If MarineLorD knows where the Zerg player is, he really should be expecting something similar because I can't tell you what it is, I can't tell you why, but on these positions especially, we've seen so much Nidus play here from our Zerg players. So viOLet is more of a macro style player. I don't know that we've really seen too many 2-base all-ins from him. However, it's entirely possible and within the realm, so we'll have to wait and see. It looks like a hatch first from viOLet, so nothing too crazy yet. And there's the extractor and into a spawning pool here as soon as he has 200 minerals, and kaboop! Right on time, excellently played indeed. Nobody really scouting except for these overlords. viOLet not sending out a worker, but gets lucky anyway. And does actually see just the edge of that refinery and see what viOLet did here. He didn't get all the way into the base. Just got close enough to see what was going on and then backed out. Saw the position and backed out. Because if he goes too far in, MarineLorD can see that overlord. And he can see exactly where it came from. He'll know where viOLet is. So at this point, viOLet wants to have his location hidden while knowing where the Terran player is. And I can't say that I blame him at all. And SCV Scout is heading out here. Going to check the top left and not have any luck there whatsoever. Now, where's MarineLorD going to send his Reaper is our question. Is he going to send him cross positions or try to send him here? You'd think this is close, but it's actually pretty darn far by ground to go all the way down here and all the way up here. I mean, it's not quite as far as going cross positions like this, but yeah, it looks like the Reaper is just heading directly south. Now, the answer for this for viOLet is going to be a Queen. It's going to be about 6 lings there, and that's all he really needs to chase away this Reaper. The Reaper shouldn't get too many kills, if you ask my opinion. But again, MarineLorD is a very, very excellent Terran player. And here are the lings for, oh, actually catching on top of the ramp there, trying to chase, make sure the Reaper can't hop up without taking shots from the ling. Good positioning, but now back onto the creep, where they have that speed advantage over the Reaper. The Reaper, again, not really able to do much of anything here. Hasn't thrown down. There's the KD8 charge. There it is. Might get a couple ling kills here, but again, really hard to do. No, switching out the wounded ling. Doesn't even want to lose a single one. Woo, Queen. Knocked to the right, and can they get the Reaper? No, one more shot would have done it. Not quite able to do it. The Queen does shoo the Reaper away. So all the Reaper did was force out some units from the Zerg player, which is good. For the Terran player, it's good to force out units rather than drones, because right now these lings are essentially useless. They can't be used to be very aggressive at all, especially because they don't have speed yet. And I guarantee viOLet would have rather made drones out. Oh, taking down the creep tumor. Would have rather made drones than those lings, and would have rather had a much higher worker count than he does now. Right now it's 29 to 26, but he'd rather have, you know, 35 to 26 at this point. But that's what the Reaper does. So Terran players, get that Reaper out, get those Hellions out, force out workers instead of drones from your Zerg opponent, and you'll be much happier with the end result. Starport coming up here, Destiny Cloudfist strike build wrapping on up, and there's the third hatch. All right, so viOLet is not doing an insane Nidus play at all. MarineLorD can wipe the sweat off of his brow. He was worried about that. Okay, he probably wasn't at all. But Queen's at the top of the ramp here defending against this. Another creep tumor dies. MarineLorD knows how important these creep tumors are. Spreading creep allows viOLet to see different parts of the map, gives him a speed boost when he's on the creep. And the fewer creep tumors there are, the slower the creep spreads, and the smaller the creep patches are. There's another dead one there. Wow, viOLet not babysitting these as much as he should. And MarineLorD just picking them off here, piece by piece by piece. I love the overlord placement, though, by viOLet. Not allowing anything to come out of this base without him knowing about it. A lair on the way, so viOLet not planning on making any roaches, I don't think, to this point. He does have a roach warren. I'm a liar. There is a roach warren, but so far it's mainly been lings. And there are the roaches in production. All right, so 4 roaches on the way. And some lings heading up on north there, too. I think the Queens can hold this to a certain point, but eventually you do want roaches to deal with higher numbers of Hellions and Reapers. This base is complete. There's nothing MarineLorD can do to really stop this from happening. He can annoy it, right? He can harass it. But meanwhile, the drop up here. Oh, there are Hellions in the main base. Line them up. Get out of their drones. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. The roaches are trying to kill them. And yes, they can kill all of the Hellions, but 6 drones died. 6 of them died. I mean, it was good. It was a fine experience there, getting rid of those 6 drones, but I feel like more of them should have died than that. So viOLet with some pretty good micro of his own. MarineLorD got those splashes off and got another couple shots off there as the medevac was not taken down by anything because not much here can attack air except for this queen. And the DPS is not enough from her to really do anything about it there. +1/+1. Nope, I'm a liar. +1 carapace and glial reconstitution being researched by viOLet. MarineLorD is continuing to get SCVs, getting stim, and getting a liberator. So a single liberator on the way. Medevac heading to a location I don't know where. SCV patrolling back and forth. MarineLorD has presence across the base. Is that a liberator? Yes, a liberator has set up outside the main. Alright, so the queens are just waiting for the liberator to come a little bit more close. Another attack over here. Roaches are rebuffing that pretty darn well. Good angle. Can they catch the Hellion? No. Hellion is too fast. Liberator sneaking back on into this base. Just catching the very outer edges there. Oop. Does snipe off a single drone. And the queens, yes, the queens come right on in, trying to snipe it down. Is there a transfuse? The transfuse keeps the queen alive for one more shot. Then normal. And they too take it out before the second queen dies. Patrolling back and forth are these SCVs. These roaches heading on up. Are they going to be aggressive? It looks like they are. Yeah, I don't know what this guy is doing. I guess more of a scouting SCV. He's still alive, which is odd, as he dies. All right, so now roaches are going to try to break this. There are marauders. There are marines inside that bunker. No ravagers at all. Can they get the bunker before the repair? Yes, they get the bunker. Going to take out the marines. Going to focus it down the marauders, but there are so many marauders at the top of this ramp. I don't know if the roaches can actually do this. A pretty good hold here by MarineLorD, I think. Pretty good micro here as well, lifting the wounded marauders from the back, but no reinforcing roaches come on up. Not looking good at all for our Terran player. The liberator, though, with the defender mode circle. Excellent, excellent. It's going to be very useful indeed. Keeping the roaches outside of that circle is exactly where he wants them to be. The marauders standing inside the circle, too. Roaches are getting killed all over the place here. Now there are only 2 of them left in the natural base, and viOLet decides it is very intelligent to retreat, to get on out of there, and that is exactly what he does. Alright, so we're looking at 3 base versus 2 base. MarineLorD is now taking his 3rd. Is viOLet in a position to take his 4th? I do not know. It's 49 to 67 total harvesters. viOLet definitely in the lead that way. And yes, there's the 4th base. Just moments after that 3rd base lands for MarineLorD. Is this guy? Wait a second. Is that a new SCV? I thought for sure the first one died. Maybe not. Liberator tries to come in. Oh, walks right into a spore crawler. No, pay attention, MarineLorD. No. Oh, losing a drone there, but that's it. No big deal. And here comes the attack where there are, seems like there are more medevacs than ground units. So that could be good or it could be bad, I guess. Overlord does his job perfectly, scouting this Terran bio army as it heads on down here. The reaction is going to be a lot of Ravagers, a lot of Roaches, tunneling claws, ground carapace level 2, and missile attacks level 1. Here's the boost on in here. The creep spread is looking good. Getting rid of the spore crawler, dies immediately. The response is coming right on in. Now these roaches and these ravagers, are there enough of them? Yes, getting right on top of these bio units, boosting, running away. So now viOLet, I feel like, has to do something about these medevacs. He needs corruptors, he needs mutas, he needs, hydras, something to take them down. Look at this, immediately forcing a cancel on the 4th base. That's exactly what he wanted to do. Corrosive Bile is not enough. It's not enough. I mean, yes, you might get lucky and get a couple hits off, but it's not enough to actually take out medevac against a player who knows what he's doing. And guess what? MarineLorD is. MarineLorD is forcing a cancel on that 4th base. 4th base was massive, as I have a bit of a lisp there. Creep tumors getting destroyed here too. MarineLorD is everywhere. APM for both these players is over 300 on average throughout the game. viOLet's playing at 500 now, but 400 for MarineLorD too. Both players are just absolutely nuts. Their fingers flying across the keyboard as fast as they can. I really feel like this was the key play though. This was the key play for MarineLorD. He's able to keep his own 3rd base up and running while forcing a cancel on that 4th base. But here come the Roach drops. Burrow Roach drops, mind you. viOLet is doing Burrow Roach drops. He's going to attack at the front, do some Burrow Roach drops in the back, and see what damage he can do here. And not paying attention very well. Ooh, MarineLorD losing a couple units there unnecessarily. Their Roaches and Ravagers are coming. My, but that's a big ball of bio. Wow, +1/+1 available. Is he going to attack into that? He might actually provide a distraction here. Nope, didn't do it. All right, so the Roach take out a missile turret. And are they going to burrow? They might just actually have to burrow here. Yes, the burrow move. The burrow move, and they immediately get out of there. There's the scan. They catch a couple of them, but a few of them are still alive. Another big attack here. Enough roaches with that +2 carapace and ravagers to actually handle it. A couple of roaches sitting here inside the main base. More scans being used as MarineLorD desperately tries to find where these roaches are. He knows there are more of them, and they keep popping up and killing his workers. No, can't actually kill that one. The medevac overhead is enough to heal through it. Flying tank being used in position 2, but what this does is it keeps MarineLorD inside his base. Another missile turret being built here. Marauders just sitting around waiting for those roaches to pop up, just begging them to pop up. Some burrow roaches here too. So burrow roach play, again, pretty good through this part of the game for Zerg, but man, as the upgrades continue for the Marines and the Marauders, as +2/+2 is on the way, and actually a mech upgrade here, vehicle weapons level 2 on the way too, as viOLet is getting his hive. There it is. Oh, the roaches weren't paying attention to the construction of that missile turret, and the roaches get slowed and massacred here. So a roach ravager play on the way here for our friend viOLet, getting a pretty good spread and pushing right on in. The roaches, the ravagers, but reinforcements coming from the top of the ramp. They're not looking good at all on that north side for viOLet. Corrosive Bile is being thrown down, forcing the army to go back, and now pushing on in anyway. They're not actually waiting at all for the Corrosive Bile to do their zoning ability, chasing away. And getting a couple hits there. Not actually some amazing play at all, but heading on south. viOLet with a very controlled retreat right now. And MarineLorD not able to chase too hard because of these corrosive biles. I mean, they're doing what they need to do. Some burrow roaches mixing on in. They do regenerate more health when they are burrowed at a faster rate. It's moving on down here is MarineLorD. He's continuing the defense into an attack, into a counterattack. And here we go again. Roaches, ravagers from the south side here. Corrosive Bile is being thrown on down. Oh, roaches up here too. Getting rid of some tanks. Some reinforcing tanks are actually taking shots. Oh, what a play there indeed. The tank count not as high as it otherwise would be. Corrosive Bile is getting a couple hits on some medevacs here too. It is 159 to 140 total supply, and now viOLet. Now viOLet is the aggressor, pushing on again. Corrosive Bile is being tossed on down. Dodged ably though by MarineLorD. Not many connections there at all. More reinforcements coming on from the top of the base. +2/+2 has finished for these bio units. +2/+2 as well for viOLet. But again, the upgrades help the Terran player a little bit more efficiently, I'd have to say. But losing Marines here very quickly. Marines not very good against this composition whatsoever. Marauders better, but again, they don't have that extra boost versus Ravagers, because Ravagers are not armored units. And that extra range on Ravagers so good too. So good indeed. So it's a small group of Marauders here actually continuing to press forward, sniping off a Ravager, losing some of their units too, keeping the pressure on. Both players' APM through the roof right now. 400 plus there for viOLet, and moving back down once again. Whew. Alrighty then. Burrow roaches moving north, hit squad in it. There's the fourth base. I was going to say MarineLorD should be taking a fourth base right about now, and viOLet should be thinking about a fifth. It is 62 to 69 total workers in favor of viOLet, the Zerg player, and Ultras popping out. Ultras on the way, +3 carapace and chitinous plating. All right, so we've seen this before. We've seen this before on the channel. What MarineLorD needs is ghosts. He needs ghosts or like 100 liberators. One of the two. A little Ling counterattack there, taking care of a missile turret, forcing the fourth base to lift off and walk away for a little while, and then actually losing a scan there too to that burrowed Zergling. Are the roaches going to move on in while the army is away? No, they decide not to, and the roaches aren't enough to actually deal with this anyway. There's another burrow and another scan. MarineLorD is doing a lot of scanning here, which means fewer mules, which might actually help viOLet in the long run. This roach trying to do some mischief. Nope. Caught immediately red-handed by MarineLorD, and there's the fifth base for viOLet. But again, after the fourth base is already established, is that going to be, yep, Planetary Fortress on the way for that base, and I think we're just waiting for upgrades right now. viOLet is waiting for adrenal glands to finish increasing the attack speed of the Lings. +3 attack is just about, or armor rather, is just about there. Giving the ground carapace upgrade a total of 8 armor. There it is. Pathogen glands coming up. More ultras coming up too. I don't know that MarineLorD has the ghost count necessary to do this. He has Marines, he has Marauders, and he has a Liberator. Not looking good at all. And there we go, pushing right on in here. Here come the Ultras in the front. Not much can deal with them at all. Roaches, Ravagers in the back, dealing additional damage from range. The tanks aren't even being picked up at all. Not looking good at all for our Terran player. Just getting massacred. The Ultras popped out when they were least expected, and that's the GG. A GG from MarineLorD. MarineLorD is defeated. viOLet is victorious, and MarineLorD has left the game. Yeah, I don't know if that was earlier than MarineLorD expected or what. Had he done any scanning, any scouts? No, he hadn't really scouted. Okay, he had seen the Ultralisk cavern, so never mind. He did know that was there. So he didn't know Ultras were coming. I don't know why he didn't get into Ghost production immediately. Did he even have a Ghost Academy anywhere? I don't think he did. Yeah, this is surprising. I mean, this is from Katowice 2016, so it's not like this is back when this was just getting started for the Ultras. I mean, I've seen MarineLorD switch into Ghosts very quickly as soon as he recognized what was going on with the Ultra Cavern, but no, he refused to do it. In the end, the Ultras were too good, too strong, too hard to kill, crushing through there, and MarineLorD was forced to tap out. So, kind of a surprising end there for our Terran player, but Zerg gets the win today, and that's it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.